on the way to pick up my old Civic I never posted a video of.
Did you never post a video of it?
No, I've got videos. I'll add some clips here, but I never posted a video of it. It was a turbo D16 Vitera build.
Y8.
Yeah, Y8. Brian Crower springs and retainers, I think.
Fully built.
eBay log manifold.
Fully built.
Pretty much just fully built. D16 Y8.
Stage 4 clutch.
Stage 4 comp clutch. I don't know, 600cc injectors. Walbro 255. So we're gonna go pick it up and then enjoy it. Welcome back to West Mountain Motorsports. I went and bought myself a piece of crap Civic, the turbo kit, and I bought it from a kid who didn't know really what he was doing, so I'm putting it back together and doing it the right way. So he has, let's see, I'll go through what I've done so far. I pulled the turbo off because he had 3 of the 4 bolts hanging on, so the turbo had a big old gap right there, so it wasn't spooling very good. He had, the oil feed was leaking, so I just chopped the end piece off that. I gotta go find a little PEX fitting and put it back together. The intercooler is mounted from the bottom with some brackets, but then he just grabbed some of this, like, I don't know, some kind of plumber's bracket, I guess, and just built his own stuff. I went through all the boost pipes, tightened them up. The intake manifold, the exhaust manifold was barely hanging on. All the bolts were loose. And then, yeah, so I've just gone through for the most part and started cleaning stuff up. So this thing is, I got it for kind of a steal, I think. I think I got it for a steal, depending on how good the kid built the motor. He put Vitera pistons in it. He put, let's see, I don't know what rods, maybe Eagle rods or something, I don't really know. Some rods, pistons, and it's got a built head. And then the T3, T4 turbo from eBay. It's pretty good. And so yeah, I also need to get a new oil return line because that's starting to fray. I don't know if it's leaking yet, but it definitely doesn't look too good. But I drove it home. It didn't make any boost, and it's running really, really lean. The kid built some AFR gauges. Oh, wrong side. I guess it's locked. He built some gauges for it. So it's got the AEM wideband. It's got a glow shift oil pressure and boost gauge. So yeah, it's pretty clean though for the most part. Interiors all together and whatnot. I only paid $2,500 for it. It's got a tunable ECU. It's a HA Motors Demon or something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Does need a ton of work. I'm gonna go get a new door panel and needs a new windshield. The visors are tearing and whatnot, so I'm gonna go to the pick and pull or something, see if I can find another Civic. Probably need that door panel too. But yeah, for the most part, it's pretty freaking clean, you know. Stoked about it. Exterior is nasty. It's all beat up. It's got some dents in it and whatnot, but I'm just here for the block and the motor, I guess. It's basically what I paid for. But yeah, I'll give you some updates when we figure out what's going on. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I gotta build a bracket, or my brother built a bracket for this right here, so I'm gonna bolt those together, and then I don't know if I'm gonna trim the bumper. I'm throwing the bumper back on because the kid just basically threw it back on without Dremel tooling any of this crap, because the intercooler gets in the way. Yeah, I'll come back when something exciting happens. Welcome back. This is probably like 2 weeks in the future from when you saw that last clip. The turbo's back on. Without eBay oil feed lines and an actual bolt or a stud for the exhaust housing. Trying to think what else did we do. We had to thread the new sandwich plate, or the new oil feed onto the sandwich plate, and then fixed a boost leak right there. I don't know if I said that in the video. And then the oil feed, or the return, I mean. Let's see, I don't think you can go. don't see it. You can partially see it right down there. The oil return is now new because the old one was fraying and stuff. So let's see, you can see it through here. So Brock set that one up. Seems to be doing okay. I don't think it's smoking or anything, so we're doing good. And then I've been out street tuning the pile, and it's pretty fast. Honestly, I bet you this thing's gonna be making like 300 here pretty soon. Cause I don't know, it feels pretty fast. I'll get some video clips later on of someone driving, Brock or me, doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm loving this little piece of crap. $2,500 bucks. That's probably the funnest thing I've ever bought. So yeah, I'll give you an update when we start tuning. Or well, let's see. I put a base tune on it, so it's decent. I can hold about like 11 AFRs while in boost, and the only problem is I'm having is if I go full throttle, the TPS is recognizing it as 2-step or something in every gear, and then it's either that or it's just the timing map's not correct, so it's hitting some kind of limiter at like 6,000 RPM. So something's going wrong up top, but for the most part, she pulls pretty good, and I'm real happy about it. I don't have the boost controller wired up. I don't plan to anytime soon. If the tuner wants to do that, then so be it, I guess. They'll wire it up for me. But yeah, this thing is a ripper. We made it. Drive her home. Alright, so you've seen those last clips. Here's it now. Current day. Right now it's not running. My brother broke the cam wheel, or the timing wheel. What the heck am I saying? The timing, I guess the cam gear bolt. He snapped it off inside. So that's new. I didn't do that. That was the previous owner. He cut the wastegate open for a dump. He also slammed the car. Got these new wheels. New shift boot. I'm assuming he did shift bushings as well. We'll sit down in here. He also put some crappy underglow in there. He also gave us a new, I don't even know what brand that is, some kind of boost gauge. It smells like cigarettes in here. It's kind of nasty. But yeah, so that's where she's at. Why is this sitting so high? I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, there's the HA Motorsports Demon V2 in there. We've been tuning it on Neptune RTP. She needs a little bit of work. I haven't quite got the timing maps figured out yet, so I'm going to be doing that here shortly. I'm going to run through, grab my computer, and see. I've just been watching a bunch of Hunter Tune videos about timing and whatnot, so we're going to see if we can put this thing together properly. So yeah, we got air fuel here. I think they glued that one in. We've got boost gauge and then oil pressure. And my oil pressure has been super low as of late, so I'm kind of worried about that. I don't know if it's just because the gauge is inaccurate or what. But yeah, it's got a new shift boot. It's kind of cool. Carbon fiber bride shift knob. I think it's kind of expensive. I'll pop the hood and we'll just show you what it's got underneath as of now. As of now, the valve cover should just be chilling on it. So when I bought it, it had this pretty much exact same setup, except this was a log manifold. And it also supposedly has Brian Crowers, but I don't think they're Brian Crowers. I think they're stock. Let's see, did they put the bolt back in? No. Pull this off so I can show you guys. So it's got these valve springs, but I don't know if they're Brian Crowers. I mean, I see this line in here, so it makes me think that they are. You can see that. There's that line that goes all the way up, but I could have sworn they were yellow on the Brian Crowers. I guess that kind of does look yellow. But yeah, so this is just the cam's off of it right now because we snapped the bolt inside of the cam. So that's coming up next. We gotta go to the pick and pull and grab a new cam. I might just go grab a new head. If you can see this down here, I don't know what they were thinking or what's going on here. But yeah, so they did that with JB Weld or silicone or RTV or something. So I might end up just going to get a new head. Replace the whole thing. It'd be a lot easier. So it's a D16Z or Y8, my bad, with a Viterra piston, some kind of rod combo. And then I don't know what kind of injectors these are. I was looking at Hunter Tunes videos and they look like kind of like his, but I don't know. They say Delfo or Del, what does it say on there? I don't think it'll focus. It says Delphi on it. I think that's an OEM manufacturer for injectors. I just don't know what CC they are. I don't know how to tell exactly, but they're just these old crusty boys. It's got an eBay catch can, a tile, not tile, just some kind of blow-off valve. It actually sounds kind of cool. Little wastegate. It's just a stupid eBay turbo, like they all are. I don't know. I've got that previous video in that previous clip that just shows you what it is exactly. But yeah, it's been a pretty good setup. We went and drove it around the other day. On the way home, I hit boost a little bit and she hauled some butt. But I haven't, that tune that I left on there for a year and a half with the other owners, nobody touched it. So I didn't have the same one on my computer when I went back to fix it and whatnot. Is that the IET sensor? And the intake air temp sensor is just chilling. Nice. But yeah, so we're gonna be working on this here pretty soon. It's just gonna be a little bit before we can get some parts. But yeah, if anyone in the comments knows, let me know what valve springs these are, because I've got no clue. I mean, I like Hondas and I'm pretty into them, but I've got no clue about specific internal parts. No idea. And I guess it has some kind of, it says something about synchro performance transmission. I don't even know what that means. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a sticker on top of the trans that says something. And I'm having some kind of issue with tip-in throttle on the tune. I'll go grab the computer here in a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I can't really show you, but when we tip in on throttle, it always has this issue of like it either leans out or richens, gets super rich, and I can't tell why, because it doesn't do the same thing. If you fix it, if you make that spot that's leaning out rich, it does the opposite. It leans out even more, or if you lean it out, it richens it up. It's just kind of a weird situation. But that's the custom turbo CIVIC we've got going. And it's in okay condition, honestly, other than cracked windshield and the outside's just dinged up. All these Hondas are. But yeah, we're gonna make it get some probably like 15 or 16 psi and leave it at that, because I know once you hit over 20 you start blowing head gaskets. It's already got a blown head gasket. It lifted the head. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.